I've been seeing a lot of videos on social media lately of people sitting in their cars talking about Demonface syndrome, or what they're calling Demonface syndrome. I'm not quite sure if you can actually call what's happening that, because it is an actual medical condition where there's something in people's brains where they are seeing this. They're not quite sure why yet, but in doing a small amount of reading, there's only about 75 cases around the entire world of people with this syndrome. So I wonder if it's a misnomer, if that's what everybody's calling this phenomena of people seeing people's faces as what they're calling demons. Their mouths are stretched and they have pointy ears and their eyes are just not what they should be. And I'm not saying that people are not experiencing this. They certainly are seeing something. But if it's Demonface syndrome or if it's something else, I can't tell you. I've never seen this myself, but what I have experienced is people who you just look in their eyes and they are absolute evil. Like, you can tell that there is something very, very wrong on a very deep soul level with that particular person. But that is just something even different again. But what I want to ask everybody is, where we're talking about seeing people's faces as very different for a brief glimpse or a full encounter with somebody, has anybody ever seen anybody with a death face? That you see their face as if they are dead? I have seen this a few times, a couple times professionally while working in the hospital, but also other times when I've just been day-to-day life. The first time was in 2006 when Grade 769 and I moved down here. We went into a supermarket that we didn't normally go to because this one is now closer to us. And when I got in there, it was fairly busy, but everybody, absolutely everybody, after a couple of minutes of being in this store, they just looked really sick. It wasn't like rotting corpse like zombie movies, but you could just see everybody was dead. Like, they were very, very sick looking. And I wasn't full panicked, but I was pretty upset about it. And I told Grade 769, like, we have to leave. I cannot be in here anymore. There's just something wrong. Everybody's sick. Everybody's dead. Everybody in here is they're going to die, and I just have to get out of here. So we just immediately went to the cashier and we left. The most recent time was the spring, probably April or May. Working in the restaurant, I had a customer, and after taking their order and taking it into the kitchen, I came back around to check on another table, and this person was sitting sideways in their seat watching me come out, and I looked at their face, and for like maybe 5 seconds or so, their face was not the same as it was just like 5 minutes ago. Half of their face, and it was only their right side, was completely dead. Their eye was right grayed out, and like their face was just gray. That look of a corpse that's been sitting a couple of days. That's exactly what only half of their face looked like. The other half kind of looked normal, a little pale, but the right side, the whole right side, was just, it was death. And when I went home that night, I told Grade 769 what I had seen, and I told him who it was that I had seen this with. And he said, okay, well, we won't say anything right yet, but we will just keep an ear out if we do hear of this person passing away, because it was a local person. And they actually did pass away this past September. So I don't know if it's just my psychic abilities kicking in, that I am seeing people's death faces, or if other people are seeing this as well, and if this is just another one of those things like what they're calling Demonface syndrome, but it's Deathface. So has anybody else experienced this? If you have, just leave a comment below and we'll talk about it.